The Man with Six Shadows, Part 3. Marcus Johnson's world was stripped bare. His house was gone. Denise sold it after the divorce. His money evaporated into child support payments that hit harder than any tax bill. His reputation? Ruined. At church, where he once held his head high as a deacon, whispers followed him like gnats. Friends vanished. Even family kept their distance. But the deepest wound was Ariana. She wouldn't speak to him. When he came for visitation, she sat stiff on the couch, eyes glued to her phone, pretending he wasn't there. He bought her toys, clothes, sneakers, things she once begged him for, but she barely touched them. Love, he learned, couldn't be bought with boxes. One night, after dropping Ariana back at Denise's, Marcus sat alone in his tiny apartment, staring at the 6 photos on his fridge. 6 children, 6 smiles, all carrying a piece of him. And yet, he felt like a ghost in every one of their lives. Provider? Yes. Father? Barely. That was the moment he broke. No more lies. No more pretending he was the man who had it all under control. Marcus walked into a support group at the community center, room full of men with the same tired eyes, stories of failure, betrayal, addiction, fatherhood gone wrong. He spoke for the first time, admitting the kind of man he had been. His voice shook, but it was the first truth he'd told in years. Weeks turned into months. He started showing up, not just with money, but with time. PTA meetings, doctor's appointments, weekend games, birthdays he didn't just stop by for, but stayed until the cake was gone. Some of the mothers resisted, bitter at the years of deception. Others softened, seeing him try. But Ariana was the toughest. She had walls taller than any of the other kids. For her, Marcus was the man who shattered her family. One spring afternoon, she finally cracked. At her soccer game, Marcus sat alone in the bleachers, cheering louder than anyone. She scored the winning goal. The crowd roared, and for the first time in months, Ariana ran to him, collapsing into his arms. "I hate you," she whispered, tears hot against his chest. "But I don't want you to leave." Marcus hugged her like a man gripping the last rope out of hell. He knew redemption wasn't about winning Denise back. She had moved on. It wasn't about silencing the whispers or erasing the shame. It was about showing up every day until the children who bore his eyes could say without hesitation,